I just got finished watching Crooklyn. That is one of my favorite movies in the world by Spike Lee. It took me back down memory lane when I was a little kid in the 80s. The 80s was the best time in the world. Okay? Okay? If you grew up in the 80s, you know what I'm talking about. Remember when we used to sit on our porch? We used to sit on the porch and when we got hungry, everybody would go to the house and they would get their favorite sandwich and bring it down and share with everybody else. My favorite sandwich was I go get 2 pieces of toast with butter and syrup and cut them up in 4s and come outside. Everybody else had mayonnaise sandwich. Somebody else would have a mustard sandwich. Some people would have a ketchup sandwich. Hey, you got to do what you got to do. Maybe our families were struggling, but we ain't know nothing about it, okay? We would sit there and eat this stuff. I didn't eat the ketchup or the ketchup on the mayo because I ain't really like that. But I used to eat the syrup and the mustard sandwiches. Honey, them things was so good. Oh, Lord, they was good. And then you get those little juices, those little grape juices and strawberry juices and cherry juices. And it came in orange. And we used to have them. They used to cost 25 cents. No, they used to cost a dime, 10 cents. And then it went up to 15 cents, 20 cents, stuff like that as time went by. And we used to drink these juices and just sit on the porch and talk all night. Well, really not all night. At 7 o'clock, y'all kids now, y'all could stay up all night. We can't, y'all could stay outside all night. We couldn't do that. 7 o'clock, somebody's neighbor will come out and say, all right, time for y'all to go in the house. And we used to whisper to each other, she ain't my mama. Why she coming out here telling us when we need to go in the house? But you know, back then, your neighbors could tell you to go in the house. Y'all remember that? Some of y'all remember that. Your neighbors could tell you to get your behind in the house because it's getting dark outside. But now, I don't even want to discuss it. But I can tell you, it was a lot of disciplinaries that lived on my street. Because all the neighbors got involved with the kids. You understand? And don't let it get back to your mama and your daddy. Because if they find out that the neighbors were arguing with you, and then when they come, oh man, hunty, okay? You don't want none of that heat, okay? That's the kind of heat you kind of stay away from, you know what I mean? I tell you something else that y'all didn't know. Remember when? I don't know about you, but I went to a Catholic school, okay? Remember when them nuns used to pop you with that ruler? My mother was all for it. Because she was like, listen, if Sister Barbara got to take that ruler out and pop you on your hand, I'm going to pop you on your behind. You understand what I'm saying? But I tell you, I got popped one time. Let me tell y'all what happened. So I was in 6th grade. And I was standing in the line. We was about to go to the bathroom. Because you know you got to stay in line before you go to the bathroom. And I was telling one of the boys something. I forgot what it was, years ago. And Miss Cacelli, she had polio. One leg was longer than the other. She come hopping her butt over there by me, and she took her fist and punched me right in my arm. She kept doing it like that, like 3 times. That thing hurt so bad. I think it's not so much that it hurt really bad. It's the fact that she embarrassed me. And I was so mad. But I knew not to tell my mother because she believed everything those crazy teachers and nuns told her at that school. But see, my daddy was different. My daddy was like, she crazy. Monday, I'm going to go up there and I'm going to tell her off because she shouldn't have talked to you like that. She shouldn't have hit you. She shouldn't have done this. She shouldn't have done that. Right? But my mama got hip to it. So she would say, you ain't got to go up there. I got it. I said, no, you ain't got to go up there. She said, no. You want somebody to go up there? I go up there. I said, no. Because my mama believed everything them teachers told her to do. See, every time them teachers told her about me, she believed it. She said, okay, see, she talks too much. Oh, okay. Oh, okay then. But see, my daddy didn't believe that stuff. He was like, yeah, they say she talked too much. That's not true. You see what I'm saying? See the difference between the two? Child, please. My daddy wasn't running nothing in that house. My mother used to, remember when? Remember when your mama used to cook dinner? And if you didn't like what she ate, guess what? You didn't eat. See, today, millennials, y'all can eat without y'all want to. Because back then, families ate together. You had to come in. You had to come in a certain time. Everybody sit down and say the grace, and then eat dinner, right? Girl, my mom used to eat stuff I couldn't stand. Them green peas, Brussels sprouts, ugh, northern beans. I ain't like none of that stuff. You know, as a kid, I ain't like none of that. Well, some of that stuff I still don't like. But anyway, and I would tell her, I don't want that. And she said, well, you know what? You don't eat tonight. How about that? And Medea used to stay with me, my grandmother. She felt the same way. She was like, if you don't eat what we get, what I cook tonight, you don't eat. Because you're not going to eat what you want to. I used to call my father, because my father owned a barbershop. I used to call my dad, Daddy, they making northern beans, or they making sweet peas, and I don't like that. He said, you want some McDonald's? I said, yeah, but you got to sneak it to me. And he said, well, I got to come through the front door. I said, well, I'll meet you in the back door. He said, no, I can't come through the back door. I said, oh, man, I'm going to eat that. He said, well, I'll try to give it to you. I said, okay. And I'll sit there and wait on my dad. I'd be so excited. I'd be like, yeah, I'm going to have some McDonald's. Because, you know, McDonald's was the bomb diggity back then. When your parents tell you that you can get some McDonald's, you be like, oh, yeah, I'm get some McDonald's. You get good grades. Guess what you're going to get? Some McDonald's. You do good in school. Not just the grades, but you do well in school. You behave. You do what you're supposed to do. You get McDonald's. Hi. Child, one night my daddy came in there with the McDonald's. He said, what's the McDonald's for? He said, well, Dee's called me and told me. She said, stop right there. She looked at me and she said, you don't get no McDonald's tonight because I told you didn't eat those neck bones or those northern beans. You were not getting anything to eat tonight, and guess what? You ain't getting nothing. Go to bed. I was so mad at her, I didn't know what to do. Woo! She made me mad, child. Woo! But you knew not to say nothing. And you can't say dead because it sounds too close to damn. You know what I'm saying? That means you cursing. Child, I was so mad. I didn't know what to do. I was just sitting there like, oh. So I just ended up going to bed. And then my daddy would say, well, you could just eat it tomorrow. Ooh, but you know, you felt bad at the time, but you know what? You knew you had some McDonald's in the refrigerator, so you couldn't wait to get up the next morning. And my mother was like, you ain't eating no McDonald's early in the morning. I said, Mama, are you serious? So you know what I would do? She worked downtown. So when I would come home at 2:30, I would hurry up and heat it up and eat it. You know what I mean? And that was the best. Ooh, y'all don't know. McDonald's made me feel good. I swear it did. Growing up, what? Child, please. And and remember when, Lord have mercy, remember when you had your first kiss? Child, the game that got us in trouble in grammar school, y'all know what game that was, right? Y'all old schoolers. Truth or dare. You got to be careful with that game. Because see, with truth or dare, when you choose truth, somebody asks you a question and you answer it, right? But when they say dare, they're going to dare you to do something. And you don't know what it is. You get what I'm saying with this? Honey, I had to kiss one of the boys. We were playing Truth or Dare on the telephone one day. And my dare was to kiss one of the boys, one of the cute boys. Real cute boys. Real cute. I couldn't sleep that night. I was sweating. Okay. I was scared. I was like, oh, I hope my breath don't stink. I hope I gotta get my hair done. I was thinking about all kind of stuff that night. I ain't sleep worth a thing. So the next day I got to school and everybody was like, you ready? You ready? I said, yeah, I'm ready. I heard you got a kiss, you know. And y'all, it was right before lunchtime. I ain't gonna even forget. It was in Miss Price's classroom in 6th grade. And I had to get up and kiss him. Ooh, I was scared. I got up. I kissed him and everybody was like, ooh. We were so excited. So when I got finished kissing him, I went to the bathroom and everybody was like, girl, how was it, girl? He is fine, you know. And they was like, y'all didn't kiss, y'all tongue kiss. You know, I was like, yeah, we tongue kiss. So yeah, it was pretty cool. But I made sure, honey, I was eating all kind of candy that morning. Because I wanted to make sure that I smelled good. I took a bath. Let me tell y'all, as a kid, you take a bath at night. But that day, I took a bath. I got up early in the morning because I didn't sleep at all that night. So I just went and took a bath that morning, and then I ended up, I kissed him, and I was so excited, right? And then after school, he came up to me. He was like, "You want to kiss again?" He said, "Because I don't know if I got that right." I said, "Well, you got it right." He said, "Well, I want to kiss you again." I said, "Okay." And then we went outside, and we couldn't do it in front of, you couldn't do it in front of the school because the church is right next door. I told y'all I went to a Catholic school. And we had to like go on the side because we had a door on the side, and then because right in the middle in front of the school was the parking lot. It was the parking lot. Okay, this is the parking lot. This is the school, and then that's the church. We couldn't do it right out there because it was cameras out there. No, but we went to the side and we kissed again. Everybody was like, "Whoa, they're getting good at it." So yeah. So that was kind of cool, right? I remember way back when. Hey. Okay, I got to get myself together. I tell you something else. Remember when you were not old enough to get in the clubs, so you use your cousin's ID? Let me tell y'all something. I used to use my cousin's ID because I wasn't old enough. You got to be 21 to go to the clubs in Chicago. Hunty, I was hitting them clubs on the weekend. You hear me? At 20, I was jamming on the one, jamming on the one. Honey, I used to, because that's when you had this real pretty body. When I was growing up, I had a Coca-Cola body. My Coca-Cola body was cute. Yeah, I had these cute little dresses on because I never had a stomach or anything. Honey, I was looking really good, and I got my hair done every 2 weeks at Regis Hairstylist in Evergreen Plaza.